Your learning objective in this video is to graph inequalities with one variable on a number line. Here you can see in this slide is an example of inequalities and its corresponding graph. An inequality is a statement that two expressions are not equal. So as you can see in this expression or in this equation, you have here the expression x and the expression 5, and you are saying that they are not the same. X is not the same as 5, or x is not equal to 5. Okay. In inequalities, you have four symbols. The first symbol is the less than symbol, and when you are graphing, you will be using an open circle or unshaded circle and an arrow going to the left. The other symbol is the greater than symbol, and still you have an open circle and an arrow going to the right. The third one is the less than or equal to. This time, you'll see the difference because the circles are colored or shaded. And again, for less than, the arrow is going to the left. And for greater than or equal to, the arrow is going to the right. And the circle is shaded or colored. So let's have some example of how to graph inequalities. Say you have x is greater than 3. You're saying that the values of x should be bigger or greater than 3. So the solutions it contains a lot of solutions, but it does not include 3. So here on the number line, you're showing the value of 3 with an open circle and going to the right. All values bigger than 3 are at the right of 3, so you are using that arrow to show those values. Okay. An example for less than. So you're showing 7 on the number line. Because it's a less than symbol, it means that it does not include 7 is not a solution, so it should not include 7. So your circle should be unshaded or an open one, and all the values smaller than 7 is at its left. So then your arrow is going to the left. This is indicating all the values to the left of 7. What if it's less than or equal to? So P is less than or equal to negative 2. You'll be showing negative 2, and this time make sure that you shade or color the circle because it says that negative 2 is part or one of the solutions. It includes negative 2, and because it's less than, so all the values that are part of the solution is at the left of negative 2. The same way that what you're going to do if you have greater than or equal. Just remember to show the value of 8. So you have 8 on the number line. You don't need to worry about the other values in the number line. Shade or color the circle over there like that, and then you have an arrow going to the right. It's indicating that 8 is part of the solution or one of the solutions, and then all the values going to the right or all the values bigger than 8. Okay. Another reminder is that when you are solving inequalities equation, remember that when you are multiplying or dividing by a negative number, you need to reverse the inequality sign. For example, if you are to solve negative 5x is greater than 15, just like when you are solving an equality problem, you are going to divide both sides by the coefficient. So let's divide both sides by negative 5. Negative 5 divided by negative 5 is 1. And so then x 15 divided by negative 5 is a negative 3. So the solution is x is less than negative 3, but just because you divide it by a negative value, then you need to take the opposite symbol, which is less than. So instead of greater than, it's now less than. Okay. Another example. k divided by negative 3 is less than 10. To solve this problem, we're going to divide both sides by negative 3. And because we are multiplying both sides by a negative value, then we need to reverse this symbol of less than to greater than. And then so our solution is going to be k is greater than negative 30. To graph the solution, I'm going to have now a number line, and because this is less than and there's no equal, so our circle should be unshaded or an open circle. So you have that open circle, and because it's greater than, then your arrow is going to the right, meaning all the solution of the problem is bigger than negative 3. So not including negative 3, all numbers bigger than negative 3 is part of the solution. Okay, now take some practice and solve some problems that will be given to you in the classroom.